Gurave Gurachandraya Radhikāya Stadālaya Krishnāya Krishna Bhaktāya Stadbhaktaya Namo Namah Bhakti Vitanute Bhakti Murkhamavartaya Sruti Yat Kripātvamaham Vande Srimati Radharani Prabhu Jai Guru
Jai 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 Hari
Hari.
We are in a new place, but I think the best place for such katha.
Yes.
Radha Madhav Confidential Kunja.
Yes, Radha Madhav Kunja. So it's very good to start a new grantha which is very sweet and a Rashika grantha in this place. We're starting Ascharya Raas Prabandha. What is Raas? Rashyate iti Rasa. Rashyate iti Rasa. It must be connected with various kind of rasa. And Sri Krishna, who is he? Rasho Vaisha. He is the source of all rasa. And we know Raas Lila. It's known as the highest lila of Sri Krishna. Not only Sri Krishna. If we compare with other avatars, if we compare with any lila, Raas Lila is the highest, on the top. That's why it is known as the crown jewel of Leelas. Leela Rashanku Ramani, the crown jewel of Leelas. Here Krishna manifested with all the Brajgopis, so many different kind of rasa. If you search, you can find all 12 rasas there. All 12 rasas there in Raas Lila. And it was performed. The question will come that how? Only to manifest one rasa, it will take a very long time. So how the different, all 12 rasas there, in different way, different mood, how? Because Raas Lila happens not only for the short time. Brahma Ratra Samavritya Ratru Shankalya Kalavit. Krishna, who is the controller of time, he enters one Brahmaratra in that night of Raas Lila. And how long that time stage? Brahmaratra, one Brahmaratra. One Brahmaratra means Chatur Yuga Sahasram tu Brahmana Dinamujate. One day of Brahma is 8,000 yugas. 8,000 yugas. 4,000 yugas is daytime and another 4,000 yugas is nighttime. So Krishna enters that 4,000 yugas there in that night. But only he can do this. Because in 4,000 yugas, if you calculate, it's not a short stage. By 4,000 yugas, so many descendants will pass, isn't it? So many generations will pass. Hundreds of generations will pass. Thousands of generations will pass in this 4,000 years. But it was surprising there after Ascharya, when it was happening. That day, no one wake up was outside of Ascharya. That means all the family members of all Braj Gopis, their husbands, their parents, other family members, other neighbors, other living entities. So no one wake up and they felt, oh, this night is very long. No, it was not happening. It was not changed their time. It was very normal, like all other days. They slept at the night and they wake up at the morning time. For them it was just like all other normal nights. But in this time, in that night, it was first 4,000 yugas. Because Krishna desired. Who is the controller of time? Brahmaratra Shavavrata Ratro Shankavyakaravit. Because it was very important. There was 300 crore of gopis, Braj Gopis. 300 crore of Braj Gopis was there, and Krishna had to please everyone, each and everyone. One form of Krishna was there with each Braj Gopis. And in this time, he manifested that all different kind of rasa. So all the waves of rasa was there. All the Braj Gopis, they swim in different kind of rasa. And they were there. They performed that Ras Leela. They enjoyed in Ras Leela. So they were in the rasa. Not only that. We'll listen, we'll meditate, we'll see in the heart this all Leela, that Leela. How Krishna performed Ras Leela, all of them, they will get the same taste. That is why this Leela known as Ras Leela, Rashyate. By which Leela you will get rasa inside of your heart. Because it was desired by Krishna. In Srimati Radharani, it was started in that way. Gurudev Goswami, Here, Ascharya Rasa Prabandha, it is starting in another way. But first we have to know the base of this grantha. Base of this grantha is Rashtrila of Srimati Bhagavata. So there in Srimati Bhagavata it was started in that way. Bhagavan Vitaratri Sharadat Pulla Mallika Bhiksharantu Manaschakri Yogamaya Upasrita. Gurudev Goswami is said of Parikshit, Bhagavan. The first word for Rashtriya had started in this way. Gurudev, just listen. Who is performing this Leela? Bhagavan. Why he mentioned this name? Why he mentioned the quality of Krishna? Bhagavan is not named, the quality. Why he mentioned that quality of Krishna, that he is Bhagavan? Because the mood and nature of Bhagavan is Purnakam. Purnakam, that means was no desire, different desire. He has everything. He has everything. So, he did nothing from outside. Externally, he did nothing. And the second point is Atmaram. Who is Atmaram? Atmanam Ramayati Yasha Atmanam. Who can get pleasure by himself? He can play with himself. He can make fun with himself. He can enjoy with himself. He is Atman. So, Krishna needed no one, nothing to get some pleasure, to get some happiness. Then also, that is why Gurudev mentioned, oh Krishna, oh Parikshit, just listen. Krishna is performing Rashtrila, who is Bhagavan. Although he is Bhagavan, Bhagavan means although he is Bhagavan. But then also, although he is Purnakam, Atmaram, then also he was attracted by the beauty of that night. That night, promised night. Because he promised to all the Braj Gopis. When they perform, they observe very dedicated Brata of Katyayani. But the point is there. Braj Badhus, in Rashtrila, there were 5 different groups of gopis, you know. The first group was Braj Badhus, that was the married girl. Second group, Braja Kumarika, who is unmarried. The third group is Shrutis. That means the scriptures, they manifested to enjoy Rashtrila, to enjoy with Krishna. So they manifested their form as a gopi. Then Devis, all the Devis, who born here in Braj, because before Krishna was born, he ordered to all Devis, and Brahma, he just carried that order and he said, Vasudeva grihe sakshat bhagavan purusha para yanishvata priyartham shambhavantam arastriyaha. Hey all the Devis, for all of you, Bhagavan, here's some order for you. You have to born there in Braja, in different places. Tat priyartham. He will accept you as his beloved. So that's why you have to born there as gopis. So that Devis, all the Devis, they have one group, third group, fourth group, and the fifth, Rishicharis. In Treta Yuga, Dandakaranya, thousands of rishis, they are performing, they are observing great penance to get Prabhu Ramchandra as their husband. They were all in male form, the rishis. They are not women, girls. Then also, they perform that penance to get Prabhu Ramchandra as their husband. So when Prabhu Ramchandra came there, when Prabhu Ramchandra entered Dandakaranya, when he lost his wife, because Ravana, he kidnapped Sita Devi. So Prabhu Ramchandra and Lakshmana, they were searching, and during that time they entered in Dandakaranya. When Prabhu Ramchandra was there, so all of them, they prayed to him, "Oh Prabhu, since long time we are observing great penance to get your blessings. We want you as our husband." Prabhu Ramchandra, who is Maryada Purushottama, he was surprised and afraid about this, to listen to this. Oh no, not possible for me. How I can do this? They said, why not? Because since long time we are performing sadhana. Maybe you perform a great penance for me. But you know, I'm not able to follow your penance. I have only one wife, and only I can accept only one priya, one wife, not thousands like you. Thousands of rishis, you want that I should marry you, all of you? No, not possible for me. I am only capable only for one. So, then all the rishis, they said, then what will happen with our austerities? No problem. When Treta will finish, Dwapara will start. At the ending part of Dwapara Yuga, Swam Bhagavan will appear in this world. He is Lila Purushottama. So Prabhu Ramchandra, he drawn one picture of Krishna on a rock by his arrow, and he said, he showed them, and he said that from now, you have to meditate about him. When he will appear, you will fulfill your desire. So the fifth group was there on that races. And total 300 crore, 300 koti gopi. So all of them, they didn't perform Katyayani Vrata, only one group. and they are Kumarikas, unmarried girl. By the advice, instruction of Purnamashi, Yogamaya, they followed, they observed that brother, Katyayani, Hemante Prathame Mashi Nanda Brajakumarika, Cherur Bhavishyan Bhinjanam Kathayan Yarchana Pratham. 1 month. You know which month that is? Agrahaya, Margashirsha. Now, in Bengali New Year is Vaishakhi Mas, but not that. Margashirsha month is Agrahaya. So they perform Katyayani Vrat on the month of Agrahaya. And it was very dedicated. 1 month they followed by the instruction of Yogamaya Purnamashi Devi, and at the ending day they invited all the Brajavadusas to celebrate their brother with everyone who has same mentality. They know that Brajavadus, they have also love for Krishna. They also want to get Krishna like them. So they invited all the Brajavadus. And there, before they start Katyayani Puja, then it's happened, Vastraharan Lila. Krishna, he stole all the clothes of all Brajagopis. Then Brajagopis, they are very strong to Krishna. Why you are doing such activities with us? Exactly what do you want to do? What is the meaning to stealing our clothes? If you ask, we can offer everything. Our mind, our body, our consciousness, our dedication, everything, Krishna for you. Then why you steal our clothes? We came here not to see these very low mentality activities from you, Krishna. We really offer 100% to your lotus feet. So that is why you are here. Everyone is celebrating this Katyayani Vrata. Then Krishna was really ashamed about his own activities. He said, yes, I know this. I wanted to make some fun with you. So that is why, you know, all the nights you perform, you observe your penance, your austerities, Katyayani Vrata. All the night will give you the fruits. It will be fruitful. I am promising you. I offer myself to all of you. When that night will come, when that time will appear, I'll call you. Until that time you have to wait, and when I call you, you have to run to me. So, this day was that day, promised day. Krishna came back from Gocharana. Everything was prepared, everything was arranged by Yogamaya. Because Krishna, he took shelter on Yogamaya, Yogamaya Mupasrita. Already Sukadev has said, Krishna is also Yogamaya. So Yogamaya, they arrange everything. That promised land, she decorated Vrindavan very nicely from her heart. All the flowers, all the fruits from different seasons appeared there in the forest. The moon was so big. You know, that night was Raka Rajani. What is Raka Rajani? We know a full moon day, that means moon is full. No, not that. Exactly full moon day is not really full with his 16th part. When the next day, that Pratipad will touch with Purnimasi, that day, moon will be full with his 16th part. You know, moon, he has 16 part, isn't it? 16 kala, that means 16 part. From Pratipad to Purnima. It's 15. It's 15, isn't it? Then where is that 16? We know the stage is 15. Then where is that 16? Ama, a special part. The black moon day. The dark moon day is the special part. It's 16th part of moon. So when the next day, that means the first day of next day, will touch full moon day, that night known as Raka Rajani. And in that night, moon will be with all his 16 part. Rasa Rajani was that night, Raka Rajani. At the same time, full moon with all 16 parts of moon. Moon was so big, very big than all the other normal days. After Krishna came back, if you follow, eightfold pastimes, Gutika. Then you can see that after Krishna came back from field with his friends and calves, then Mata Yashoda, she will welcome Krishna with arati. Then she will clean Krishna. She will dress new dress. She will offer new dress. Then she will offer food, naivedya, to Krishna. And after Krishna will finish his dinner, then he will go to courtyard. That means in the Rajasabha, where all the Brajvasis will wait to take darshan of Krishna. Because all the day Krishna will be in the forest with his friends. So they cannot see Krishna in the daytime. But they love Krishna. Every day they have to see Krishna, take darshan of Krishna. So they'll come in Rajasabha in front of the king, and in the meeting room of king, they'll gather there, and after Krishna will take his dinner, he will come to give them darshan. Then they will celebrate that time with singing, dancing, and Krishna also will enjoy with them. But that day, day of Raslila was very special. All other days, Krishna will continue same things. But that day he was so tired by my yoga, he was so tired that when Mother Yashoda, she was doing arati, he closed his eyes. Mother, she felt, oh, maybe Krishna is very tired. After that, she trained Krishna and offered new praise. Then when he was feeding, when she was feeding Krishna, Krishna was so tired, so sleepy mood that he cannot chew. He was falling down to the lap of Mother Yashoda. Krishna used to take his food by the hand of Mother Yashoda. He never took food when he was in Vrindavan, in Braj. He never took food by his hand. Maybe in the forest. But not in his house. That day he was so tired that Mother Yashoda, she wanted to feed him. She offered the rice bowl or some food in his mouth. But after he took this, after he accepted that, Nibbana, he was so tired that he could not chew that food. He was falling down in the lap of Mother Yashoda. After 2-3 times he tried and something happened. Then Mother Yashoda, she stopped to try to give him food. How Krishna will feed? How Krishna will take food? How Krishna will eat? Because he has to eat so many things in Raas Leela. Because all the Braj Gopis, they'll prepare so many things. So Krishna has to eat there. If you will eat here in the house, so how you will eat there? So that's why my yoga maya, she stops. Mother Yashoda, she felt, oh, my Lala is very tired today. So that is good. Not to send him to the courtyard. Now he'll take rest, he'll sleep. So, Mother Yashoda, she said to someone to give this news to the king, that Krishna will not go to the courtyard today, meeting room today. Krishna is very tired, she will sleep now. And she took Krishna by her arm and she took him not to his sleeping room, not to his own room. Mother Yashoda took Krishna to the Chandrasalaka, the top room in that house. Just in front of that room, there is only one small room is there. So many windows. And Mother Yashoda, she opened all the windows to come good air in. And in front of that room, there is a big, like field, the terrace of that building. And then Mother Yashoda, she ordered to everyone, don't talk so loudly here. Everyone must be very silent because Krishna is sleeping now. If Krishna will wake up by anyone, he should be punished. So everyone was very sincere about that. But you know what happened? When everyone slept, Krishna wake up. My yoga maya, she took all the sleep from his eyes and Krishna wake up. From his bed, he looked at the moon. Oh, moon is very big today. Why? Sukadev, in the commentaries, our 6 Goswamis, Jiva Goswami and Vishwanath Chakravarti Pad, they describe the truths about that. Why Krishna was looking at the moon? To remember his promise. Oh, today that night, that promised night. And he just come out from the room and he was absorbed in the beauty of Vrindavana. He was attracted to see the beauty. All the corner of Vrindavana was taking shower that time by the moon rays. All the corner was very clearly seen by the moon. And Krishna, he was so attracted by the beauty. Bhagavan Upitaratri Viksha. Although he is Bhagavan, Krishna is Bhagavan, he is Purnakam, he is Atmaram, but then also the beauty of Vrindavan attracted his mind. Aruntum Manushchakre. To see the beauty, he was attracted and he desired to meet his gopis, his beloved. He decided. That was his desire. It was not to follow the promise of fame to the gopis. That is why Sukadev Goswami, he used this term of that word, Manaschakre. If Krishna is following only the promise of the Braj Gopis, then he will use Manaschakara. Very important grammatical term here he used. Manaschakra, that means it's by Krishna. Something like Venu Gita. Smaranta Krishna Chashtita. How it's happened in Venu Gita. When Krishna wanted to send his message of love through his flute, it was by Krishna, not to reciprocate only, not to giving some what you said, giving some pleasure to the Braj Gopis. It was by Krishna. It was his desire. So he decided to go there, to the forest. Because he wanted to that in that night, in that situation, he wanted to meet his beloveds. And to everyone. Then he decided to fulfill the desire of everyone, not only the Braj Kumarikas, not only the Braj Badhus, even Shrutis. Because they prayed, oh Krishna, since long time, since so many yugas, we are saying your words, we are explaining, we are carrying your advices, your instructions to everyone. So you have to give us some chance to enjoy with you. Because they are also Chinmaya. The scriptures, they are not only the words. Scriptures, they are not only the words. Srimad Bhagavad. We know Srimad Bhagavad is not different form of Sri Krishna. It's actually not different form of Krishna. There is 12 canto, isn't it? In Srimad Bhagavad, 12 cantos there. The first 2 canto, 1 and 2, his lotus feet. 3 and 4, his thighs. 5, his mid portion, his hips. 6, 7, his arms. 8, his chest, very big, wide chest. 9, his neck portion, griva. 10, his smiling face. 11, his forehead. And 12, the beauty of his head with hairs and crowns. So, Srimad Bhagavad in that way, non-different form of Sri Krishna. So, when all the scriptures, not only Srimad Bhagavad, Veda, the words coming out from his mouth. So, all they are Chinmaya. Chinmaya means they have prana. When they have prana, so they can pray to Krishna. They can desire to enjoy, to get pleasure. Not material pleasure, but pleasure, happiness with Krishna. So they asked. So Krishna decided to fulfill everyone's desire. All the Shrutis, all the rishis from Nandagaramya. And he went to the forest. And from there, Raas started. And that grantha started. There, we'll see how Krishna called them, how they ran to Krishna. And also with this, we'll listen to some different topics also, which is connected with Rasa Leela. Because we know Devadeva Mahadev, he also came there to be a part of Rasa Leela, to enjoy with Krishna as Braj Gopis. So all the points we'll listen in this katha. So we are starting Ascharya Rasa Prabandha, which is known as prana. I said just now, Srimad Bhagavad is the non-different form of Sri Krishna, full form of Sri Krishna. And all of us, we have 5 prana. Our life here is 5. Pran, Apan, Shaman, Udan, Vyana. So 5 prana is there. What is there in the deity of Sri Krishna? In Srimad Bhagavatam, the 5 prana of Krishna, the 5 chapters of Rasa Leela. Five chapters of Rasa Leela known as 5 prana of Sri Krishna deity. That's why it is known as Rasa Panchadhyaya. Prabhupada Srila is describing us, Tunga Vidya Shakhi is describing us by her eyes, by her feelings, by her heart, from her heart. So, we are starting. Jayati Jayati Radha Panka Shangi Bhujangi Kavalita Urubadha Buchito Ananya Shadhya Tadadhara Shudhayochai Jivita Shyamadhama Tadati Visha Vishangi Naiva Kashchit Kishora. beginning is glorifying, praising Krishna, is offering his pranams, but in the sweetest way. Is offering his pranam to someone, to one young boy, who is Radhakund Shungi Bhujangi Kabalita, who just got bite from one snake, by one snake. And that snake is very special. No one can treat. If that snake will bite Krishna, no one can treat. But there is one remedy, you know. For very poisonous snakes, if they will bite, then it's very ancient treatment for them, that by mantras they will call that same snake, that poisonous snake. The Kaviraja, they will call that same snake who bite, that poisonous snake, and he will come and again he will bite. In that same place he will bite, and by this bite he will suck all the poison. So there is one remedy is there. No one can treat, but that snake can treat. That is only the way. So Krishna, he got that bite from a very poisonous snake. That snake is very special. You know, what is that snake? Radha Apanga Shangi. Apanga Shangi means, Apanga means looking indirectly. When Srimati Radharani says looking to Krishna indirectly, that means indirect, not direct. So that time her eyebrows also following that mood. It said, it's connected. Our eyebrows, it's not connected. But eyebrows of Srimati Radharani, they are connected from here. So that's why somewhere here also it is said that Srimati Radharani always throwing the arrows to Krishna. By her, that bow which she has as eyebrow, it is not eyebrow. Rupa Goswami sometimes he said, it is not eyebrow, you know. It is very sacred bow of Srimati Radharani. By that bow she is always throwing the arrows to Krishna. And always, when she will throw the arrow by that bow, and when she will throw the flower arrows by that bow, and what is that arrows? It's visible? That arrows is visible? No. All the looking towards Krishna of Srimati Radharani is, every looking is one arrow. When she will just change the mood and she will throw his eyes, throw her looking to Krishna, always it is hitting the heart of Krishna like arrow. So here, she is not using her eyebrow as bow, but now she is using her eyebrow as snake. And it bites Krishna. And now, after she bites, that snake bites Krishna, he is unconscious, senseless, completely. Somewhere it is very nice to say, Why Krishna is so black? Dark complexion. It's near to bluish, isn't it? So many places you can see Krishna is blue. Krishna is blue. Bluish complexion, very dark complexion. Why? Because that snake of Srimati Radharani always biting Krishna. By the power of that poison, Krishna became very dark. Maybe he's Bhagavan. Maybe he's Bhagavan, but that poison is working because it is so powerful than the power of Bhagavan. So now, by the biting of that snake, very special snake, Krishna is unconscious. Uruvadaha mukchito ananya shakti. No one can treat. And there is no way to treat, because that is not only the biting of that snake, very poisonous, there is so many other things is there. Some heart problem. Before that, maybe Krishna did some mistakes to Srimati Radharani. So the strong words, it was like thunder. Strong words from Srimati Radharani, it was like thunder, and it was very strong, so maybe he got heart attack. So many things same times attack to Krishna, so he's unconscious. So he's unconscious, Prabodhananda Saraswati, no, Tunga Vidya Sakhi. She says that now Krishna is unconscious. So what all the friends will do? What all the friends will do? So they remember one time Srimati Radharani was very angry to Krishna. She was very angry to Krishna because always he is doing some mistakes, always. So always Krishna in front of Radharani in that way. Ato hetu rahetascha junormanu danchati. That is the nature of love, prema. And the prema, the love of Srimati Radharani is very special. Hetu rahetascha junormanu danchati. Sometimes there will be some causes there for Srimati Radharani's anger, and sometimes there is no cause. But always Srimati Radharani should be angry to Krishna, so that's why Krishna has to think about this. Oh, for what? She is angry, no, maybe I did some mistake. He didn't know. What is the mistake is there? But because of his nature, he is always in front of Srimati Radharani in that way, Karajora. Oh Radha, maybe I did some mistakes, that's why you are angry. Why you are talking with me? Please talk. Please talk to me. Because you know, in front of me, a big darkness is there. When you open your mouth, Badashi Jadikin Chidapi Dantaruchi Gomuti Harati Daratimiro Otikhora. When you open your mouth to talk with me, okay, you are not to talk with me, you can talk with your sakhis. But talk. Say something. That is the trick, you know. If the girls, according to Rasa Shastra, if the girls, they're angry, Rupa Goswami, he described, when they will too much angry on the top, so they will stop their talking. They will not say, they will ignore everything. They will not even look to their lover. So that is the high stage. You must know when she stops everything. When she stops, if she will shout, then there is a way to very soon you can manage her. If they will fight, if they will quarrel, so you can manage them. You can manage your beloved. But if they will stop talking, if they will just ignore everything, so that is very difficult to manage. So Srimati Radharani, she is also good. She is also good, you know. That is very connected with our material life. Then also, after listening this, we have to respect everything. Very high topic. Sometimes to listen Raas Leela, about Raas Leela. Sometimes our mind will just compare with this material stuff, material pleasure. Don't do this. It's very high. So we have to keep our respect. That's why, you know, Prabhupada Premgopal Goswami, only when he will come in Braj, when all the Bhavadis will be in front of him, that time he will give lecture about Raas Leela, not in front of normal general people. Never. But if we will continue this, then how we will know about Raas Leela, the secrets? That's why I warn you, keep your respect, keep your faith. Srimati Radharani also, girl. So she has the same mood. She stops talking with Krishna. So what Krishna should do? He cannot manage. He asked to Vishaka, said, "Oh Vishaka, please find some way to manage her." Vishaka said, "No, not possible for me now. Because you can see, she stops everything. She is not talking even with us." Krishna, this time you did a great mistake. So you have to manage this. So Krishna, he went in front of Srimati Radharani and she turned her face in different direction. Then also, Krishna started to pray to her, "Oh Radhe, please say something. You have not to talk with me. Please say something to your Sakhis." You see? Now they are also very disappointed about this, about my fault. And they are also unhappy because I made your mood in that way. So say something to them. If she'll start to talk with her Sakhis, then Krishna will enter there. But he says, Krishna says, "Vadashi yadi kinchidapi danta ruchiko mudi harati taratimiram atikhura." Hey Radhe, I cannot see anything in front of me. Now it stops everything. So in front of me, there is a big darkness. All of us, we want some light. If you say something, then danta ruchikomati, your teeth, they're like pearls and very bright. When you open your mouth, so all the darkness will go out, all the darkness will go away by your teeth, the brightness of your teeth. So please destroy all this darkness. Krishna want to enter there. When she'll open her mouth, when she'll start to talk, then Krishna can manage. So, always Krishna is under some fault, under some punishment. Now, so many attack together. In one way, that snake bite Krishna. In one way, thunder. In one way, another way, he got heart attack by the strong words. So Krishna is near to die now. Who can save his life? All the friends, they are afraid about this. Oh, our friend will die now. So they just remember some things, what's happened before. One time Srimati Radharani, she was very angry to Krishna, and Krishna, he could not manage her. And then all the other Sakhis, Lalita and all the other Sakhis, they just throw out Krishna, throw out, not only push, they throw Krishna out from the kunja and they said, get out from here. Radharani said directly, I don't want to see you anymore. Why my eyes is black like you? If it will white, then it will be very good for me. Because when I see the mirror, it will remind you body complexion. Why my hair is black? It will remind me about you. So, in that way, they just throw away Krishna from their kunja. There was no way to manage that situation. So, Krishna, he got some idea. And he started to act like a very sick people, unconscious. And he said to his friend, just go to them, not to Srimati Radharani. Go to her Sakhis and say this, that I'm unconscious. And doctor came, that means Kaviraj came, and they said the remedy, if the Brajgopis, all the Brajabadhus, they'll put their feet on my chest. Everyone. After everyone, they'll put their feet on my chest, then I'll get my consciousness back. Otherwise not. So, friends went there. They said everything to them, only to listen this. Krishna is unconscious, and the doctor said that they have to put their feet on the chest of Krishna. They did not think anything. They just ran there. And Krishna was waiting when Srimati Radharani's feet will be there on his chest. So after everyone at the end, when Srimati Radharani put her lotus feet on the chest of Krishna, Krishna hold his feet. Please forgive me. I got my conscience back by your touch. So anyhow, you have to forgive me. The friends, they remember that story. Again they ran to Srimati Radharani. Oh Radhe, now Krishna is near to die. Why? Because your snake bite him. Your mood, it was like thunder for Krishna. And your words, it's hit Krishna so strong that he got heart attack. So now only you can treat him. No one can. So Srimati Radharani ran there. Tat adharo sudhayachay jivito shyamdhama. So the same thing happens. How the doctor, they will call that same snake and they will kiss on the same place and they will suck the poison. So Srimati Radharani, she just came by the invitation of the friends, the doctors. And that snake, he just kissed. Srimati Radharani, she kissed on the lips of Krishna and she sucked all the poison. That means she forgave Krishna. When she embraced again Shyamadhama Jivitam, Tadati Visha Vishanginai Mukushchit Kisharam. When Srimati Radharani, she just sucked all the poison back and she forgave Krishna. And when they embraced each other, I'm offering my pranam to that young boy who is with Srimati Radharani, who was in that situation, who got his life back by Srimati Radharani's kissing. So I offer my pranam to him, to that Krishna. Jayati Jayati Vrindaran Chandroti Chitra Madarashamayo Rashallasha Shambranta Mukti Pramado Madana Lila Mohana Shyamadhama Nirupamo Shukhashima Veera Rama Virama. Now again, Tunga Vidyashakhi Prabhupada Saraswati is offering pranam to Krishna in another way. He is Vrindavan Chandra. He is Vrindavan Chandra. Vrindavan Chandra, Krishna, who is always beautifying Vrindavan, who is always playing there in all the streets of Vrindavan, which is very astonishing. Sometimes Unmad Rashamaya. Sometimes it becomes crazy. Sometimes she will manifest very special form, Rasa Lasa, to enjoy Ras Lila. Trasta Samasta Mukti. Sometimes he is bewildered by the Cupid. It was happening in Ras Lila. It was happening in Ras Lila. Shukho Shima Prapto Nirupamo Shukho Shima Bhirama Bhiramo, who was surrounded by all Brajgopis. I am offering my pranam to that Krishna because he is Vrindavan Chandra. If we want to realize Ras Lila, if we want to enjoy Ras Lila, then first we have to take shelter on Vrindavan, Dham. Because by the blessings of Vrindavan, we can feel, we can realize Ras Lila. No one can give us that feelings, that realization. Only Vrindavan. Surya Kant in Brahma Samhita, it is said about Vrindavan, Surya Kanta Kanta Parama Purusha. Everyone is his beloved. The nature of Vrindavan, Kalpatarava Druma, all the trees, plants, they are desirable trees. Bhumesh Chintamani Vanamai, dust, it's not ordinary dust. Chintamani Vanamai, desirable, wistful dust. Toyam amritam, all the drops of the water is nectar. Katha ganam, all the living entities of Vrindavan, all the human beings there. Not everyone is talking about the Brajgopis and Krishna and the near associates of Krishna. Katha ganam. Their speaking is like singing. Natyam gamanamopi. They are walking like dancing. Normal walking like dancing. So everything is astonishing here. How you can feel, how we can feel by this consciousness, which is really absorbed in the spiritual world. For that, we need very special consciousness, very special mercy, very special blessings. Only by the blessings of Vrindavan, the trust of Vrindavan, by the plants, by the mercy from them, we can feel the Leelas, not only Rashtriya, any Leela of Sri Krishna, performed here. Only by the blessings of Vrindavan we can do this. So Tunga Vidyasakhi, he remembered Vrindavan Chandra, who is beautifying Vrindavan, who is controlling Vrindavan, who is Ishwar of Vrindavan. He is beautified. So Tunga Vidyasakhi took shelter on the lotus feet of Vrindavan Chandra. First you will get his mercy, because she is near associates, Tunga Vidyasakhi. He don't need any mercy from Vrindavan, because she already inside there. But for us, we need this. We need this mercy and blessings. What Brahma, see, he said to Krishna, "Oh Krishna, now I am praying to you because I got that consciousness by the blessings of your near associates." Krishna asked, "Friends? Mercy from my friends, my near associates?" No. Yes, near associates, but not from your friends. First, the trust of Vrindavan. Second, the plants of Vrindavan. Third, the water of Vrindavan. They clean my insight, they develop my desire. Then I came here in front of you and now I pray to you. So first I took shelter on them, because only by their mercy one can feel you, realize you. So the devotees, Tunga Vidyasakhi, she took shelter on Vrindavan Chandra. But before we start, we have to take shelter on the lotus feet of Vrindavan Dham, who is also one beloved of Krishna. So now, by mind and heart, we'll take shelter. Tomorrow, when Vrindavan and Vrindavan Chandra will send us mercy, we'll continue our Ascharya Rasa Prabandha. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama.
very good acoustics here. Raganuga Prabhu, which of them is better, this one or that one?
That one is better.
Yes, so let's get this one, the sound is not so easy to play.
Hare Hare